Bang. So I'm just gonna imagine it immediately recorded my voice here because that's how it seemed to work in the last one. Because Twitch is much better than Mixer, to the shock and awe of no one. So hello. I come today with the rapage that it's much closer than I thought. The PlayStation 4 arrived 3 days early. In fact, what's the date? Holy heck. The PlayStation 4 arrived 4 days early. That's just insanity. And I haven't started playing the game because I've made plans with folks online, and I don't want this to impede. Nothing's changed. The plan was, once comes the 6th, the 6th is when my stuff is supposed to arrive. That's when we'll clean this up, have everything done by then, and then I can immerse myself. It's came early, but I'm not going to touch it until the plans are completed. I will respect the foundation we've made, and that's what's going to happen. Now, let me tell you, I realize I don't think I've ever really been through this. I don't think I've ever been weirdly excited, anxious, nervous, all sorts of feelings regarding just playing a game and its release. Obviously, I'm a bit late, but I don't think that's really anything you can blame me for. This is a really weird situation. At this point, I've completely X'd out social media. I can't really go on Twitter. I can't go on Reddit. I can't go on YouTube because everywhere is a danger zone for potential spoilers. I thought I could seek refuge in subreddits, but no. The subreddits are tainted as well. This is really, really strange. And knowing that it's much closer than I thought, although 3 days isn't that much, I'm just talking come Monday, things are supposed to get cleaned up. It's exciting. The good thing is that what I feel the most is excitement, anticipation. Because I feel like this is history right here, right? I'm not dwelling on what I've heard, because who hasn't already? This is just something that's gonna have to happen, and thankfully it's happening sooner than freaking later. I'm trying to think, have I really ever been, so ready to play a game before? Maybe For Honor? I remember those feelings when I first saw For Honor. For Honor looked like a game of my dreams. Evolve. Evolve, I was excited for its release. What else? Battlefront 2. Heck, Battlefront 1 DLCs. But as you notice, all of those games are multiplayer, and so I can, I can look into the hype. I can look up stuff. This is different. This is a game you don't really want to go in knowing events. So it's kind of strange. Now, as said, this changes nothing from the plan. Everything is going to go according to... Where am I going on this? Ah, yeah, I can just walk down there. Yeah, everything will be going according to plan, and... Yeah, I've never felt this way about getting ready to play a game, This is a really weird feeling. I can't imagine what it would be like being a long-term fan anticipating a sequel. And I hope I have a lot of words to say regarding the sequel, okay? Something I always wanted to do. Well, let me not say always, because that makes it sound like I've been thinking about this since my conception. But as I've really gotten into it, and I've really appreciated games a lot more, I always wished I could do something like video essays and long critiques and such. And I think it would be a healthy practice, It would allow me to expand on my writing. It would allow me to better understand how to, research things. It would help me delve into these universes that I often find myself in, being, the different video games universes. And it would just be a really fun activity. And the only thing that's really stopped me from doing it is just not committing myself, which is something I often do in my life, and the lack of a computer. Because, I'm thinking of well-edited, music, splicing narrative points, and, snippets of gameplay. Think of YouTubers like Joseph Anderson, Skill Up, Luke Steffens, qualities like that. And, maybe sooner than later, I'll just maybe start practicing it. Something I really have been missing for a long time now is just the ability to write freely. And if I got a chance to, write on something I really cared about and looked into, researched and stuff, I think that would be very, very healthy and a lot of fun. So who knows? Maybe you can look forward to that in the future. I know I surely would, for my own well-being. Although I'm, perfectly fine. Let me not say well-being. For something fun to add. And yes, the time is coming oh so soon, and I am still very excited. I'm still very nervous. And, considering how well I've done regarding remaining spoiler-free, I think I might make a video in and of itself talking about how you can avoid spoilers, because I think the idea of avoiding spoilers for things, whatever it is, whatever medium it is, whatever form of entertainment, books, movies, games, yada yada yada, TV shows, cartoons, you know the drill. It may seem hard, but with simple practices, it's not too hard of a task. And there's even, I think, emergency tactics you could use, if that makes sense, because lo and behold, if you don't play things perfectly safe like a legitimate hermit, you're gonna run into something that gives you stuff that you didn't want to see, but there's ways you can nullify that effect so that it doesn't completely ruin it for you. I know I've had to do it many a time. Many a time. And obviously, that would go on a case-by-case basis. Not everyone is so good at wiping their memory banks of things, but who knows? Maybe that could work for you. But yeah, that's essentially it. I'm ready. My body is ready. I hope I hope this experience is lengthy. I hope it's fulfilling. And I hope there's a lot to talk about. In fact, no. I know there's going to be a lot to talk about. I just can't wait to experience it so I can really see what this is all about. This isn't something I've seen that's had differing opinions. Everything I've heard, and you can see, can you see how I've tiptoed around being direct with things? Everything that I've heard has been very one-dimensional. I haven't heard differing opinions. I've only legitimately, sorry, let me use everyone's favorite word. I literally have only seen one differing opinion, and even then it could be argued that he's just doing it to be different. But of course, let's not assume things. What are the first three letters in that word? Shout out someone who I stole that from. Yes. This is such a weird thing, man. At this point, I'm not even excited about getting a PlayStation at long last, because lo and behold, that's something that just, was going to happen eventually. For as much as I've played games, there's no way I could have went forever without doing this, right? Next avenue is a computer and such. At this point, I'm just really focused on this experience that I'm about to have. And, ooh, donkey. This is going to be a weird one. One of a kind, maybe. Or at least for a long time. And that's it. That's all. I'll probably have more to say soon about other things, or maybe the thing. Don't you throw freaking rocks at me. That's about it. Now, due to the fact that I just realized that this is Twitch and not Mixer, I'm going to get to a safe haven before I cut this off, because I'd like to not lose all of the walking progress that I just made. I also think I've made pretty steady progress regarding actually playing this game and, making these sorts of videos. I've already beaten Dark Souls games 2 million times, so it's not like this is anything accomplishing, but just a small anecdote. And I think actually doing this, I think this is helpful for me to get better at talking and playing games, because I've said this before, For as much as I play video games, I am abysmal with getting into actual meaningful conversations or just talking about things while playing them. The only meaningful conversations I'll start to have is when I am so focused and in the zone in like a multiplayer game where I'm just waffle stomping everyone with friends, or I'm running in circles doing things like this to, not distract my words from, the actions I'm doing. But I think this game's a very good stepping stone and moving forward in that. And I think I only get better. I try to cut out things such like filler statements, such as, the ums, rather filling it with pauses and such. But this isn't a lesson on how to freaking speak and act human, so let me halt it there. Please don't kill me. Okay, good. So yes, I'm gonna rest at this bonfire, and yes, I will just come and await Monday, when everything should be done and dusted. I'll probably make a video right as I'm going into there telling you how I'm feeling, because apparently everything is about me and my thoughts, but this is my goddamn channel. Let me not pretend to listen to this dude. Because the game volume is just as low as it sounds on the videos. Actually, no. In the volume on the videos, it's way higher than I thought it was. The volume here, for me, it is extremely low. Can barely hear anything, so yeah, let me not pretend to focus on that dude's words. Focus on mine instead. And I'm gonna get out. Can I fall when I'm the one doing the mopping on the dead lokes? What you said?